Okay, and remember also demons. Okay, when we're talking about the chosen family, demons are flowing and attracted to you. They try to get to you through people. Okay, because you got to understand, you are like the moral compass of the universe. You know, you as the chosen, as selected, you aren't perfect. You make mistakes. You are human, but you are celestial as well. So you have this power where you see things as you see them, and you gotta believe it. Like, they're going to try to, what the demon's job is to do is to try to convince you that you didn't see what you see. Like, kind of like the saying, the devil is a lie. So when the devil tries to convince you something was black and it was really white, it was up and it was right down. That's with the world. Okay, that's all illusion, manipulation, all those things. That's why you don't want to do those things. That's why you want to. The closer you get to God, the more truthful, and that empowers you. Depending on your position, some people are of this world and they are demons. They are naturally just, they're not of this world, and I don't mean in a good way. So those individuals have my those individuals in particular are stand out to me in mind when I talk about what you want to look out. So this is primarily for those, the very few that are chosen. Okay, these are the things you have to understand and look out for yourself. Is believing in what you see, and like I said, they're gonna try to get you to overlook it and get you to act like, but they're just trying to avoid their karma. That's all it is. They're just trying to avoid their karma because they want you to live in an illusion that they're living in. So if they can get you to emotionally react some kind of way or be in agreement with them, like, yeah, we're cool. Yeah, you didn't do that. That didn't happen. No, it did. You got to be a truth teller. You're a seer. That's your gift. You're a watcher. You see everything. Okay, and you cannot act like you don't see, and that's part of what you are. You believe and you step into your power. You know, they don't want you to, but it's a lot of these families that you'll be born into that have witches in them. Okay, they got witches, demonic, evil witches, and they know that you're their downfall. Like, you see them for what they are, and you never like them. You never, because you of God, they're not. So you never like these people. If you notice, they always make the hair stand up on your back or your arm or whatever. You never like them. If you are chosen, if you are a light bearer, you know that you're very sensitive to this energy. It's not that it's scary to you. You could beat it. You already defeated it. It's demons. You know, you trample on them. They talk to you. They actually your servants. So you're not scared of them at all. And they know that. They know you're not. That's why you're a truth teller. You're not. You of God. They're not. They're of the devil. So what you have to understand though is these individuals that's in your family, that's what they fear. The ones that are witches and warlocks and stuff like that, they know that about you. They know, and that's why you'll never be able to get along with them. You'll never like them. You'll never want them to watch you. But they do watch you because they're scared of you. So what they try to do is create a skewed view, a dishonest view of you. They'll like make up lies, put out lies about you, try to all this kind of stuff. But it's hate. It's purely of Satan. So you have to understand this and know that your opposition is going to mainly be people that have access to you. So likely if you're chosen, you are not of the world. You have this celestial spirit that's gifted. So you're more likely you're a traveler. You're going to go around because it's not a lot of you. I don't know if it's as many as people is trying to say, claiming. I think it's a lot of false because it can't be that many. It's supposed to be 144,000. So it's not that many like they claim. But it's a lot of false ones. But the real ones, they know they're real because their situation all is the same. It's the same situation no matter what country, no matter what continent, no matter what. The family dynamics are the same. How they live their life, how people take to them, how they do things, it's the same. Talents, gifted, they can manifest. You can manifest things. You can see. You see things. You see everything. It's nothing that really gets past you. You might, when you were younger, you might have didn't know as much. But even if you don't know you're chosen, you still know you have that gift. You just don't understand it. That's the difference. But depending on your family and how informed you are religiously, you might not have the grasp or the understanding of it. But it's very real, family. And the protection is real. And also, one thing you want to understand is don't let people touch you like that, because a lot of times these demons got to work through people, so they want to touch you. So don't be going around shaking everybody's hand and dapping them up and hugging them and all that. These people have so many demons on them that they just need to jump. They need to get a vessel to jump into you. All right, so that's what you want to look for. Everything flows through people. And don't ever be intimidated by them. You know, you are the toughest warriors there are. I mean, because you're directly working for the Lord. So it's nothing to be scared of with these people. And a lot of times, you know, they're honestly, not saying it shouldn't even be your job to try to flip them. Don't try to work to flip them and try to convince them or nothing. Just leave them alone. They know their assignment. They know they know the whole story. These individuals know whatever they're involved in, cults or whatever energy, dark entities, they already know the story. It's already happened. So don't try to convince these people or nothing. You just know what you know, and you sit well with that and walk in your power, you know, and be mindful of everything. But just wrapping up on what we were talking about early, everything happens the way it's supposed to be. So understand that peace and understanding and that knowledge that you have is so infinite. That understanding you have of how the universe works, that you had this when you got here. You were like a little kid, and you could see things and know how to talk, and you knew how to maneuver, and you just had a unworldly knowledge. It's like an ancient knowledge that you have, and this comes through your ancestral bloodline. But it's very deep, it's very real. You have a lot of power, but God granted you with that. Okay, the Most High gave you that because you can take care of it. You wasn't going to manipulate it. That's why, I ain't going to tell you the exact story, but when I was younger, I didn't understand that. Like, you can't do things that everybody else do. You might try, but you'll see you get punished way more. You have to walk a really fine line. Not perfect, but you have to stay in alignment and obedience with the Lord. And these demons will try to get you to, you know, slip out of that and break laws and do all sorts of stuff. That's why they send a demon. But they can only do that if you open the door. That's why you got to keep your heart pure and keep your intentions right. Don't try to steal in and lie in and, you know, just anything against the grain, against the Lord's rules. You don't want to embrace any of that stuff. They can't do, you're protected. Like, I'm telling you, they'll be destroyed before if they try, they'll be absolutely wiped out. And not just them, I mean, it could be deep, like their lineage can. It's that deep. You're that powerful. That's how much power you have. And they watch you, trust me. All of them watch you. And because they know that you know. And the thing is that they are individuals that have, for whatever reason, decided to choose that side or been completely taken over by these demonic entities. And you can't do nothing about it. You throw your hands up. And I think that's the thing with us. We tend to be such good people, good-hearted people. We try, because they do come through our family, loved ones, and they come through like your wives, husband, your mates, your friends, close people. We try to help them. We're natural helpers. We always want to be of service. We know that we're here for that. So we try to help them and do this and support and forgive. You're not helping them because they can't avoid their karma. They learn like you had to learn all your things. It's just that you have these gifts because you have a different role in the spiritual world. That's why you can see these demons, and that's why you can see these entities. You can see them and been able to see them all your life. And that's why they attack you young. They try through molestation, abuse, neglect, something. But they try to get you when you're really young. Okay, this is their key. Get them when they're young to skew them, to kind of compromise them in some kind of way in your conscience. So don't be afraid of those things. You got to step in your purpose, know what you know, keep your head up high, walk straight ahead, chin up and chest out, you know, and you be proud of who you are and what you do. Don't abuse your powers. Don't abuse them. Use them. But be very mindful of who you let around you, because when you're in the know, your intuition increases mightily. And you know, like I said, these demons they'll talk to you. Like, you can actually interpret what they're saying. They'll literally tell you, direct you, and help you. I hate to say it, but they will, because they are under you, okay, in the spiritual rankings. But you have to understand that at the same time, you don't compromise with them. You just hear them, you know what they are, you stay away from them. But that's why you want to watch your addictions: liquor, gambling, pornography, any kind of way they could get in through the evil dark side. Anger, they'll provoke you. They go through your children, you know, all that. Forget all those titles. Like I always tell you guys, forget children, mama, daddy, forget all that stuff. This is spiritual warfare, okay? It's very serious. Forget all of that. You're supposed to be kind, and we're supposed to skip in the park with lollipops and gumdrops. Can that? It's spiritual. It's spiritual. We got different spirits, and you got to understand that they work through them specifically because they're trying to hurt you, trying to get an energetic reaction from you. That's what the gaslighting is, the lying. You see, you find yourself around so many liars, lying about everything. They lie to you for as long as they can. But honestly, once you get away from them, you just gotta let it happen, whatever it is, and play your role. You have nothing to do with that. Don't try to change anyone. Just see them for what they are, and know to watch out for the pitfalls. As much as you might try to be good, you are going to run into a lot of counterfeits. You're going to run into a lot of fakers, a lot of people, especially when it comes to lust and mates and dating. You'll run into a lot of people that's going to try to aggressively be in your life. Like, oh, I want to be in your life. Like, why? Like, what do you want? And that's that demon, and don't sleep with them. Oh my God, because that's how they jump. That's how they get in. That's the easiest way to infiltrate your spirit, through intercourse. So all of these things I'm telling you guys are lifelong experience of living like this, and understanding that I'm only here to teach and help and spread the word. That's why I have the platform. That's why I had the ability to see. And like I said, you can't use your powers for bad. You have to use them for good. So we'll help people, we'll grow, and we'll give more knowledge, and we'll be able to empower one, empower another. And the ones that know will know. Don't worry about who don't receive it, who don't take it. Don't worry about what they think. And I always had that attitude, and it just got stronger the older I got. Don't worry about that. Yes, these demons are very much in your family. That is how they try to get to you. But you'll know because you never want to contact these people. Like, it's like something about them. You're like, but they could feel you too. They don't like you neither. But the certain one, not saying all your family, but certain ones, you could just feel that spirit on them. And it's satanic. So, forget the sentiments, because remember, they work through your good heart. Remember, God always said, guard your heart. Guard your heart. They get through, the most powerful energy you have is your heart. They try to infiltrate through your love, your ability to love. So that's why they flip on you. They use like your kid, flip on you. You could be very loving, flip on you. Brother, sister, flip on you. Mother, father, flip it, everyone. And the more powerful you are, the more you're going to see them. The more you have to isolate yourself so you can see these demons. And you have to treat them appropriately. When you see them, like, I know what you are. I rebuke you. Leave them alone. Don't even, because they prey on you, just giving them a little bit of, hey, how you doing? Anything. Nope. I know what you are. Stay away. I'm telling you, it's really serious. We're at a real time here where he's separating us, and we're moving and elevating to different levels. And you have to understand, don't go by any religious titles too. I always emphasize that. Forget about, you meet people, I'm a preacher. Oh, I'm a this. No. Okay. Trust me that you have to have spiritual eyes to realize. You got to use those. And some of us have them, some of us don't. But just remember these things about, don't let these people touch you, and because they'll try to hug you. They're trying to get to you some kind of way. And it's really creepy when you think about it. But it's real true, man. I'm telling you guys, it's just like that falling. But this part 3, guys. So, tell me what you think about it, and we'll go on next. Peace.